Okay, hey everyone, Michelle Ferreri here, Member of Parliament for Peterborough Kawartha, and I have two exceptional young individuals in my office in Ottawa, educating and quite frankly lobbying the government for revolutionary research in curing type 1 diabetes. Now, I'm going to introduce you to Cailyn.
Hi.
Cailyn's from Vancouver, and you're 11 years old?
Yeah.
How old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was 4 years old.
4 years old.
Yeah.
Braden, you are?
I'm 13.
And you're from?
I'm from Calgary, Alberta.
And
I was diagnosed when I was 9 years old.
Okay. Braden, I asked you this off camera. I'm going to ask you again. Who invented insulin?
Banting.
Banting. And what year?
1921.
And where's Banting from? Canada. Okay, so what happened to children or anyone who was diagnosed with diabetes? And so for people who don't know what diabetes is, what is it, Cailyn?
It's an autoimmune disease that kids struggle with and adults also struggle with.
So your pancreas doesn't make insulin, you can't process sugars, you can go too high, you can go too low. It can be catastrophic. And before Canadian Fred Banting invented insulin, what happened to children and adults who were diagnosed?
Well, they couldn't do anything about it, so they just went too high because they had to eat, and then they just died because they couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah. It was very, very sad. It was a terminal diagnosis, and we've come a long way in a relatively short period of time, but there's a lot further to go, and some revolutionary research in stem cells and cell therapy, right? Cell therapy research. So these guys are here today asking the government to invest, and what I like about what they're asking is they're willing to donate and match the same amount of money they're asking the government for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to get Cailyn, you're going to help me test my blood sugars to show people what we got. So we'll do this. Here we go. Okay. All right, come on over here, Braden. So you guys have to do this how often?
Like several times a day.
Okay.
Depends.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Hook me up.
I'm gonna set this up first.
Tell everybody what you're doing.
So I'm just calibrating this so that it's ready to go. And then it's just a needle here.
Bet you're not afraid of needles.
No.
Yeah.
I have to do them so often. It's like nothing. So. Okay. Do you want to do it yourself?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Okay. And we're gonna just turn it around here. Oh my timer. Let's do it again. There we go. And you just need enough blood to test it. So I don't know if that'll be enough. Almost.
Maybe I don't have enough blood running in my system. What do you think,
another
Braden?
one.
They're just going to keep poking me here.
You have to do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so Braden, how many times are you testing your blood sugar a day?
Well, I have a continuous glucose monitor that like shows my blood sugar on my phone.
Right.
So then I can just look at that. But like if it's not working or we need to double check, probably like.
Do you want to try another finger?
Yeah, let's try.
Okay, sorry, finish your sentence and then we'll do this. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Like depending, like if my CGM's not working, probably a couple times a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Here, let me like get her, get the blood going here.
Yeah.
Okay. Give her.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You're going to be a phlebotomist.
There we go. Okay, let's see.
What's it supposed to be, Cailyn?
It's supposed to be around like 4.5 to like 5. Let's see. 5.1. That's good.
Yeah, so my pancreas is doing its job, right? But for people who have diabetes, and this is another question, Braden or Cailyn, you guys can answer this. What is the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes? Do you guys know that answer?
Okay, so type 1 diabetics, their pancreas just completely stops working. But with type 2 diabetes, it's easier to take care of yourself, and it's not like you can change your life easier than you can with type 1.
A lot of it's diet,
Yeah.
you're not insulin dependent, right? And so one of the questions I actually asked, they've got their moms here, they're on the other side of the camera, they're proudly videoing, and but is Ozempic, this is one of the questions, but a lot of people hear about this wonder drug Ozempic, but it's for adults, right, Rosalie? It's not for children, and it's only for, you can't treat it
doesn't cure diabetes.
It doesn't cure
Cure
diabetes,
type
it's
one
a
or
treatment, but it's a weekly injection as opposed to, you guys have a pump, right? And you guys both, can you show your pumps at all?
I can show you.
Yeah, that's okay. So then, and then that goes,
Just the insulin.
Yeah.
This is what mine looks like.
oh, okay. And here's the other part. Why don't you tell people how much your pump was?
My pump was $7,000 out of pocket.
And how often do you need a pump?
Every 5 years.
5 years? Mom's holding up the answers over here. Listen, you guys are exceptional educators. You might be the smartest people sitting on Parliament Hill right now, if I'm going to be honest, and the most mature. So good for you, and thank you so much for coming in to Ottawa. I hope you get to speak to a lot of MPs, and I hope that we can really further this research. I believe that we can do this. If Canada was the reason we found insulin and discovered insulin, I think we can really cure this.
Yep.
Anything else you want to tell everybody, anybody at home watching?
Just be brave.
Just be brave. I like that. You know what, actually, thank you for bringing that up, Cailyn. Because a local woman I know, her son was recently diagnosed with diabetes, and it was really scary. You had a lot of these symptoms, right? Really thirsty, just weren't eating, you weren't feeling well. It's really scary for everybody, but and it's a big transition to learn how to live with diabetes, but you can do it.
Yep.
You can do it because you guys do it. You have anything else you want to add, Braden?
Just don't take what you have for granted.
All said. Thanks, guys.